just out taking Pixel for a walk, looking for a bush. Never do a YouTube live when you're out walking your dog. It just goes pear-shaped, I can guarantee you. Anyway, let's see what happens. The week that was, well, lots of things have happened this week. It's been a Scam Lee fest. I've done quite a few videos. If you don't know who Sam Lee is, he is an Australian guy that took off to Dubai. He had a company called wewe.Global, and long story short, him and Ryan Jew stole $50 million from investors from a company that managed to get listed on the Australian share market. They were doing a crypto exchange, and anyway, it was all over the news, and they went into hiding, and Sam Lee stayed in hiding for about 8 months, and then he stuck his ugly head up in Dubai. And Ryan Jew, he's in hiding as well. However, he hasn't come back to the public yet. However, we have got some videos of him doing his vacuuming in his wee tiny strinky dink apartment, and we also have some photos of him learning how to waveboard and also sing karaoke, which is a very good singer, I must say. But point is, one of them seems to be rampant, the other one's still in hiding, but people are starting to believe that he is actually, Sam Lee is someone that is good to listen to, but they don't do the history. So because I did my apprenticeship with Hyperverse about 18 months ago, I've got quite a few videos showing the complete history of him and his companies and the dirty tactics he's employed. So I've gone back and done some new videos, and I've also gone and done a couple of talkovers on videos that will help people see that these guys are shocking scammers. So really cool stuff there. The other thing is Stephen McCullough. Well, he seems to have gone really quiet since all the court stuff, which is a real odd thing. So we had a $3.8 million defamation case, which Stephen McCullough, which is an American guy who ran a Ponzi scheme, not Ponzi scheme, more of a scam actually. And he had an opportunity where people could buy Luna 1 tokens, XLN tokens, and he said he did a 3-month marketing campaign where he was telling people they're going to be launched on the market at 25 cents each, and everyone could buy them in a pre-sale for 15 cents each. And then when they listed on market day, it dropped back to 5 cents each, and then within 24 hours, literally these tokens were worth 1 cent each. And now if you go there and look at XLN tokens today, you can see that they are actually worth absolutely nothing, 000 and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, I did a whole series of videos on him, and he basically didn't like it. I exploited the hell out of him, so he thought he would throw his weight around, because these guys do have a lot more money, and he threw a $3.8 million lawsuit against me, trying to shut me up and get my videos removed. Anyway, one of the things that were interesting about that saga was that if anyone in America wants to sue a New Zealander, they need to put security up for cost. So if they basically lose, I'm not lumbered with all my legal fees. So we told them to do that, and they refused. So then we put in a 217-page affidavit showing the judge all the crooked things that this guy has actually done, and why we feel that he has to put up, we was asking for $150,000 to be put into a trust fund to cover my legal fees. So an hour and a half before the judge opened this 217-page affidavit of mine showing all the things that this guy had been doing, he filed a discontinuance. So that meant that then I would get awarded my legal fees. At the time they were $32,000, and then they decided to dispute that, saying that we spent too much money trying to defend ourselves for a defamation case for $3.8 million, So they said that we should have only spent $12,500, not $32,000. So then we sent back a letter to the courts saying that we are now asking for $36,000 because he won't shut up. And long story short, we're now waiting for a judge to award the costs to me, which hopefully will happen this week, which is Monday, or next week. It happens in the chambers, so it's really quite cool. It just shows you that these big scammers with money obviously do watch my videos, and if they sorry about this, I'm trying to walk a dog. And obviously you can stand up for what you believe and you can kind of win. So Sam Lee, Ryan Jew, Jaden Wee, Kalpesh Patel, Keith Williams, Brenda Chunder, Clayton Ford, all those names I just mentioned are people that just get away with running these Ponzi schemes. And my videos that I did last week, I really did do a marathon. I literally worked to 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, 3 days in a row. And I just wanted people to get these videos out there just to see that the real crime or the real scheme isn't actually the Sam Lees and the Ryan Jews and the ones that set up these platforms. It is actually the multi-level marketers. So I'm quite proud of what I've done this week because I've actually carried on building my database. And a lot of people who've watched my videos, it's probably quite high tech if you haven't been following my YouTube channel, but I had a real big YouTube channel, and what I mean by that is I was getting 5,000 people looking at each of my videos. And at the time I was going after these bastards, they were complaining about me using their content, and I just about lost my YouTube channel. So to save my YouTube channel, I removed 80 videos. So now I've sort of learned how to be a better YouTuber, make sure that I don't get done for use of copyright. I've basically been feeding back the content that I had to remove slowly and correctly, so that it keeps my YouTube channel in a good health. The type of audience that I've got now versus the type of audience that I started with is far better, and the interaction I get with my YouTube videos is bloody good. So thank you for that. Because the video I just done that's released just yesterday was basically the rise and fall of a crypto Ponzi scheme, and then I call it the unveiling of Hyperverse, which has been absolutely awesome. And I basically go through and I just show people the history and the information, not just me, but there's another guy called Vinny from Project Frugal. And at the time when Hyperverse was in its peak, we just went to town exposing the history of this guy and where they come from, how they stole the $50 million from Australian investors, where they've gone, and the efforts that these guys have been trying to do to get rich. And now all of a sudden they claim to be billionaires, which is just a load of rubbish. And they're telling everyone that if they want to be rich like these false billionaires, they need to follow their advice. And it's just lies, corruption, the whole 9 yards. Sam Lee actually gave his passport out, would you believe, to people last week, telling people to come after him if they want to, because people were saying, I've lost all this money on Hyperverse and we are Satoshi and Vidi. Look, Sam Lee claims that he's got $1 billion in the bank and he's getting 5.6 or 6.5% interest, and people are just missing out and they don't know all about money, and he does, and he's a legend, and he's just full of shit. I believe that Ryan Jew and Sam Lee actually probably got 50 million they stole. That was quite a low estimate. They probably put it all in crypto to protect themselves. Crypto's dived to over 80%. So if you do the maths on that, I think they'd be lucky if they had 10 million each, and they would have spent a lot of money, set themselves up in Dubai, wherever they are. Come on, pigs. And long story short, they're worth nothing, and they're just full of shit, and that's why they're still out there trying to get another scam off the ground, so to speak. So if you want to help me fight these scammers, there's a couple of things that I really ask you nicely to do, and that's obviously the power of the thumbs up. That does tell YouTube that you like my videos. If you watch them from start to finish, even if you walk away, I don't care. It helps the Google algorithm say you like my content. That makes a huge difference. Providing a comment is really cool. And then hopefully I'll get my YouTube channel up to a big healthy, get 5,000 people looking at my videos within 7 days rather than 500 in 7 days. But the last 6 or 7 videos I've had, I think I've got one up to 1,200 views and a couple of others up to 500 within, say, like 36 hours, which is actually really good. So I know how it all works, but I really do appreciate the interaction I get with my YouTube audience. I could go along and pay, $500 and get 50,000 subscribers, but people that you go to those YouTube channels and you see they've done that, they're all from countries which aren't really your target audience, and they're not real people, they're just all botty sort of people. So I don't want to do that. So even though I've got 4,600 and I think it's 20 subscribers, it's a really good, healthy, lovely audience, and they interact with me, so it's really cool. So I really do appreciate that. Now if you're wondering where I'm walking, I live by a motorway and they have a little wee track. So come on, Pix. And this is Pixel, and if you have a look on my YouTube shorts, you'll see a lovely picture of Pixel getting a walk yesterday. And what I've got, Helen, my partner, she's running towards me, and hopefully we should have timed it about right. What else can I tell you? Yes, the other one that you can do is when you're looking through my video, especially my last one, I've got a lot of new faces in the video, and I'm asking people for updates on what these VIP 5s are doing. I got tipped off today by someone telling me they had a what way we're going to go? I think we'll go this way, Pix. They had a VIP 5 that they were chatting to, so I managed to find their number, managed to find their name, and then I messaged them. I got chatting to them, and then they tell me that they are trying to help people that they have got into this Ponzi scheme get their 1 times reward back. And I tell you what, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard anyone say. There's no such thing as investing in a Ponzi scheme. The people, thank you for the thumbs up, peoples, really appreciate that. People investing in a Ponzi scheme, the people that got them invested in it, then telling them a false hope that they're going to get their 1 times back. So if you invested $100 and then you lost $100, then all of a sudden that initial investment that you invested is going to be returned back to you. Normally what they are doing is telling you that you need to sign up for another Ponzi scheme, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I wrote a blog about that on my website. It's about 7 blogs back now, and I said to people, this is actually literally like having been saying you're entrepreneurial, starting up a business, and then the business failing, losing all your assets, being shut down, and then you decide to go hire a business coach, which is the like the VIP 5 people, and them telling you to start up another business that is completely separate to the first business, and then hopefully you'll be able to trade your way out of it by. So if your second business is successful, then you use the funds that you get from your second business to pay off the debt that you've lost in your first business. It's the most stupidest thing ever. But anyway, that's what basically is happening at the moment with these scams. It's because people are telling you that we'll help you get your 1 times back, but sign up for a brand new scam, even free, and then you'll get your money back. And the other really weird thing is what Sam Lee is doing. He's telling people to write, now get this, I'll just change this, I'll get people, Pixel, you're a pain in the bum. Now, so what Sam Lee's telling people to do is to write a promise note to somebody. So let's say Mary thinks that her Ponzi scheme's so good that Mary's going to write a promise note to Danny saying that she will pay the $100 fee to sign Danny up for a Ponzi scheme. And then when Danny breaks even, Danny can pay back that money. So Sam Lee's telling people that to pay people's membership fees to get them into the Ponzi scheme, but then make it conditional that they must attend all the Zoom meetings in the meantime. So they're basically saying it's paying for people to be. Now they've got alleged they're going to run 500 Zoom meetings over the next 500 days, hoping that this will be Crypto, they reckon, is going to go back up to was going to go to $100 for one crypto. At the moment, it's $30,000. Sorry, I got that wrong. $30,000 for one crypto. And they reckon in the next 500 days, there's going to be a bull run that hasn't started and there's no evidence of it. And crypto is going to be worth $100,000 each. So Sam Lee's basically saying to everybody, become part of his community, and he's got an opportunity to buy crypto less than $30,000, and then he's going to put it in this Horizon vault, and everyone's banking on Sam Lee not dying or the keys to this vault. And then once this happens, the scarcity is going to go off the Richter scale, and so you'll be able to buy, he'll sell this crypto that's scarce, and you'll make tons of money, and he's going to give it all back to the people that he's helped save it. So this is the sort of shit they tell people. So not only is he telling people to write a promise note to people, he was on his hands and knees showing people how to write up a contractual agreement between two people where they'll loan money to each other. It just gets ridiculous. So anyway, so what I'm basically getting at is just don't fall for these Ponzi schemes. But whenever you see any of my videos and I've got people in there, and you might know them because the people that do subscribe to my YouTube channel are actually people who know a lot of the people promoting these Ponzi schemes. And I'm really trying to build a massive database of them all. And oh, thank you, RP. Love your channel here in the US. Keep up the great work. Oh, that's a really nice comment. Thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, so what I'm saying is I want to name and shame these people. I want to build a database. I am building a database. I literally have about 400 names in the database. Today I got tipped off about a VIP 5. I asked them how much money they had made, and they said, oh, their team was getting $2,000 a day. And I said, what, so that's $700,000? They go, oh, no, I only made $100,000. And now what they're doing is trying to help people sign a petition to get their money back from an invisible person that doesn't exist. And I said, you are a crook. I'm not a crook. I said, you are. You've promoted something, and now you're preaching a message of false hope to people. And I said, what's your name? Well, I don't want to tell you my name. So I've got their phone number. If you go to my top of the video, you'll find my Telegram group. You can go into my Telegram group. Everyone's welcome. And you'll see the posts that I put in there. And I did a post in the Hyperverse one, and I showed you the photo of the person and the phone number. And I'm sure that one of my subscribers will actually know this person. And then I can build a database, because like I said to this person, you're claiming that you're a victim. You've sold this. I forgot what they said. I think their team, their team brought in $10 million worth of revenue for Hyperverse, but they only made $100,000 out of it. Oh, poor you, And then now they're trying to work for their team and get their money back. Isn't that just crazy? So I want to know. So I always ask these people who tell me that they are a victim who made all that money, who their upline was. Oh, I'd rather not say because it's a friend or a family member, and they're in the same boat as me. And I go, well, they probably made $1 million if they're in the same boat as you. But anyway, what I'm saying, it's all connected. I always say to people, go after the people that introduced you to it, because they provided you financial advice. And a lot of the time people go, I don't understand the internet and how it all works. And these people will often handle the money. This is not easy walking a dog. This dog. So they often handle the money on other people's behalf. And if you don't know anything about the law, if you've got a business, and hey, MCAR, if you've got a business and you decide to handle money for another business and then run it through your own books, that's actually money laundering. And a lot of people would have done that, not realizing that basically makes them liable in part of the transaction. So, I mean, obviously you need to find out how that actually works. But my point of that is that there's a lot of people that have done silly things when handling other people's money that I can't even say the word, implicates them into being part of the scam. And just to put it in perspective, like Hyperverse, and I don't believe these figures, they reckon that 1.5 million people invested in Hyperverse. Sam Lee claims there was 2 million people. The minimum investment was $300. The average seems to be a lot more than that, but that is $4 billion. And with these multi-level marketers, 52% of that money that got put into Hyperverse could have been withdrawn straight away, which is a ridiculous lot of money. So over half the money has been taken off the platform by the people promoting it. So it's all very well to go after Sam Lee and Ryan Jew and Jaden Wee and say, oh, you've stolen our money, but don't forget about the person who introduced you to it, because they are the thief. I said to this lady or this guy today, couldn't figure out whether her name was male or female name, but I said to them, imagine you walk into a bank, somebody walks up to you and goes, there's a lot of money in here, and they go, oh yeah, there is. Hey, hold this gun. We're going to rob it. You just need to hold the gun. And you go, I don't want to shoot the gun. And they go, oh no, that's okay. So anyway, you're all standing there with the bank robbers holding the guns, and they're stealing all the money from the people, right? And out of the vault. That's exactly what happened with Hyperverse. And then all of a sudden, a big gunfight breaks out and people get killed and all that sort of stuff. But you've still got the gun, but you didn't pull any triggers. Can you honestly say that you're not involved in that crime? Can you say that you weren't part of the bank robber team that stole all the money from people? Of course you can't. So don't sit here and say, oh, I was a VIP 5 and now I'm trying to work for the community. You put the gun in your pocket, right? And then all of a sudden you're going to help the people that have been robbed. You're just crooks. Anyway, hey, please do watch my videos. Even if you open them all up and just let them binge watch, it would be great. You can see my way in the distance down there. We've got Helen. She's running towards us. Pixel's going to see her and start running towards her. I might even let him off. Oh, wait, there's a person there. So wait for Helen, she's running towards me. Anyway, that was the week that was, even though it's a Monday. Thanks for watching. And obviously I've had 6 likes while I've been doing this, so thank you very much for that. And all the best. Remember, be careful out there. Don't get involved in any scams. All right, see you guys.